Oh, right now, if you watch the news, my God, the world can feel like a crazy, chaotic place. In fact, there's so much going on that it just may feel like you may feel like that all you want to do is crawl into bed and just pull the covers over your head. And yet, there's this dream, this desire, this longing for something bigger and bolder, more abundant, more impactful. And yet it just terrifies you. Maybe not, maybe terrifies a little strong, but it concerns you about whether or not this is the time to really go for it. My name is Felicia Searcy, and I'm your Dream Life Activator. It is my joy to be your partner in believing. And in this live, I want to help you understand that this is exactly the time to go for it. And I want to give you some steps, 3 steps on how to really stay focused on your dream in this crazy, chaotic world. And stick around because I've got a really delicious new offering, a new program that I'm offering that I would love to share with you and love to have you join us. So, you know that you watch the news, and I mean, we've got wars going on. This week there's like we've had the highest temperatures ever, in the last 12 months. I mean, extreme weather events. We've got a major heat wave coming in this week. Just crazy political divisiveness. There's just so much going on in the outer world, never mind what may be going on in your personal world, that just feels so chaotic and so crazy that it just makes this thing going, quote, for a dream just almost feel irresponsible, that it just feels selfish and irresponsible. Yet it's a longing that's just not leaving you alone. How do you stay focused on your dream in this crazy, overwhelming, chaotic world? Well, and again, please share where you're coming in from, whether you're watching live or the replay, and any gold nuggets. What are the things that really land for you as you're listening to this? So here's the first thing to really come home to when you're like looking out in this world and just seeing some really scary stuff. The first thing to really come home to is to really ground yourself in the awareness, really ground yourself in knowing that there is a power in you that's moving through you, that's bigger than anything that may be going on in the world at large or even in your personal life, that you truly are connected to a source that knows all things. When you think about this morning, I'm in Arizona. And so, as summer sets in, we are set for some pretty hot temperatures over the next several days. And so as summer sets in, I love to get outside. I have to get outside. In fact, every day, I don't care what's going on, I have to get outside. So I set my alarm for 5. And this morning, my alarm went off. That's what seemingly woke me up. But that's not what woke me up. It's not what woke you up. What woke each and every one of us up is this infinite intelligence that decided we needed to be here today. We didn't wake ourselves up this morning. You can't even take one breath on your own. There is a power moving through you that's literally pulsing through you. This amazing, magnificent, creative, generative power that's expressing through you in bigger, bolder, expanded ways, particularly as we're talking about your dream. And so when we're looking at this world, and this world can feel and seem really scary with what's going on, it's so important to come back to the awareness that there is that in you that's bigger than any outside situation, circumstance, or condition. And there's nothing that can disconnect you from this power. This power is always at work through and in us and as us. And it functions to the degree that we allow ourselves to tap into this power, to know this power. So, number one, how do I stay focused on my dream in a very chaotic world? You're looking at the world. I'm not saying to deny that these things are going on. Deny the power. Deny that they have power over your ability to live the life that you are meant to live. And you do this by remembering that there is that in you that's bigger than any outside situation, circumstance, or condition. That you stand solid in knowing I am more than that. I am more than that. There is that in me that's bigger than anything that may be going on in the world or going on in my personal life. I am connected to the one source that knows all things. Work with that. Say it. Feel the calming presence of that. Feel the power of that. That as you lean into that awareness and that knowing and that knowledge, that life truly is working in your behalf. All right, so that's number one. Number two, so knowing that you are connected to a source that knows all things. Number two, come to understand, come to realize the origin of your dream, the origin of that vision. See, you are not given, you do not have a dream. You were given a dream. That desire, that heart's desire, that longing for something more, those images of a more expanded version of your life and you, those are actually a divine gift. That is a divine download, that there's something so profound that saw that there was something missing in our world and chose you to bring that missing element through the form of your dream. See, our dream is the way that we are able to expand the expression of this life force energy even more. Remember, and if you've been around my work at all, you've heard me say this on a number of occasions, that what did you hear me say? I just went blank. All right, so I'm just going to make it up. That your dream is a divinely designed desire. We'll just go with that. It just kind of went, but we'll just go with that because that's good stuff. Your dream is a divinely designed desire. I know where I was going. And the purpose of that dream is not to get things. It's not to achieve, to check things off. It's for who you become in the process. Your dream is the catalyst the universe uses in order to help you grow into an even more magnificent version of yourself. And it's that, here's the gift of that. Number one, when you really understand that, then you come to understand that you're given everything required in order to fulfill that dream. That the world cannot withhold your good. The world, no matter what's going on in this world, truly cannot stop you from achieving that dream. That when you access that point of power within you, you come back to what I said at the beginning, and you connect with that life force energy, the power that is greater within you than anything outside, anything that life could be throwing at you, or anything that may be going on. And you understand that that dream is a divinely designed dream. It is a divinely designed dream. And it's the catalyst for you to discover more of who you are created to be, and that you have everything required right here. Understanding that the world can't keep anything from you, that we can have anything that we're in harmony with. Remember that it's about becoming a vibrational match for that dream. And it doesn't matter what's going on in the world. The conditions in the world are not bigger than the law of vibration. Let me say that again. There's not a single condition in the world that's bigger than the law of vibration. The law of vibration works no matter what's going on in the world because it is divinely inspired. And so as you own your dream as a divinely designed dream, and you see it as the catalyst for you to discover more of who you are created to be. And that you realize that the world can't keep anything from you because there's a divine power at work. There's nothing in this world bigger than that divine power moving through you, and especially in the form of your dream. Then you realize, wow, this is the thing for me to focus on. This is mine to do. And you step into it with a much greater degree of courage and confidence because you get it, that this divine essence is here working in your favor, that there is a universal intelligence supporting you every single step of the way. The universe wants to see you succeed. It wants to see you succeed. So again, please, in the comment section, if you're watching this live or the replay, where you're watching this from, and please share with me some of the gold nuggets that are really landing for you. All right, so that's number 2. Number 1, realize that you are connected to a source that knows all things, that the power within you is bigger than anything that may be going on in your world. Number 2, that dream is a divinely designed dream, which means you have everything required to fulfill it, realizing nothing can be withheld from you. Number 3, knowing these, then you consciously choose to place your attention on the evidence that, in fact, there is a universal intelligence here moving through you, loving you, supporting you, holding you. You master a skill called notice what you're noticing. Here's the thing. We live in a world where we have infinite things that we could pay attention to. You can pay attention to the news. You can watch the news and stack the evidence as to why the world is a really scary place. And I'm not saying to hide your head in the sand and not, deny or not pay attention to what's going on. I mean, you want enough information to know what's going on. But watch to see, notice if you have become riveted by it, like it's riveted your attention. The thing about where we place our attention is that what you focus on is, energy flows where attention goes. So if you're paying attention to some of the scary stuff, supposedly scary stuff that's going on in the world, that is going to influence what you believe is possible. It's going to influence the kind of ideas that you'll let yourself think about. It will influence opportunities, the kinds of opportunities that you see or you miss. The things you pay attention to literally wire your brain and to see more of those things, and then direct or literally dictate what you believe is possible, your actions that you take, and the good that you will allow or not allow in. We can put our attention on anything. You can pay attention to the news, or you can walk outside and pay attention to the beauty. You can pay attention to how people are fighting each other, or you can notice those places in the world where people are showing just unprecedented amounts of love and care and concern. It's all there. It's all there. We get to choose where we place our focus. So number 3 is to master the skill of notice what you're noticing, realizing that when you're noticing something that's scary, you're going to feel contractive and you're going to get contractive ideas. Let me say that again. If you're noticing and paying attention to something that's scary, you're going to feel contractive and you're going to get contractive ideas. Contractive ideas will not move you forward in the direction of your dream. When you cause yourself, and I am not saying, again, that this other stuff is not going on, it just doesn't mean you have to pay super close attention to it. It doesn't have to hijack your attention. You acknowledge it. You acknowledge that it doesn't have power over you, because that's step number 1. And then you cause yourself to bring your focus back to your dream. And the person living their dream, what does that person pay attention to? What does that person notice in the world? And then you start literally stacking the evidence that the world truly is here in your favor, that it really is here supporting you and guiding you when I see this world, this universal intelligence, that there's a universal intelligence that's here working in your favor, that it's bringing surprise support and guiding you every step of the way. It can't do that if you have allowed your attention to get hijacked by the scary stuff in the world. In order to truly stay connected to that one source that knows all things, we train our attention, our noticing factor, to stack the evidence showing, proving that, yep, life truly is for me. There is a universal intelligence working in my behalf. All right, so 3 things to stay focused on your dream in this chaotic world. And again, please share if you're watching this live or the replay and what your gold nuggets are. Number 1, you are connected to a one source that knows all things. There is that in you that's bigger than any situation, circumstance, or condition, whether it's at the world at large or in your personal life. Knowing that, number 2, you come to understand that desire, that burning desire in your heart, that is a divinely designed dream, that you have been given a dream. And in that dream, in that gift of the dream, you have been given everything required in order to fulfill that dream. Now, in order to stay faithful to those 2 things, number 3, you train your ability, you train your attention to notice the evidence that life truly is working in your favor, and there truly is a universal intelligence at work in your behalf. You train your ability to notice what you're noticing and to shift your noticing factor, to shift your attention to that evidence that, in fact, yep, I see the beauty in the world. I see the goodness in the world. I see the beauty and goodness in people. And I see how the universe truly is working in my behalf. All right, so if you want to take a deeper dive into this, I got some really good news. We're right here at the halfway mark of the year. I'm offering a 4-week Elevate and Integrate Your Vision, where we're going to dig deep into really hearing that heart's desire, really connecting with this life force energy, knowing that it is the power at work in your life, and really owning and elevating your vision, and then owning and elevating you so you can live that vision. You can have that vision. If you want more information about this, it's coming up quick. We're starting next week. Put Elevate in the comment section, and we'll make sure that we get that information to you. All right, so let's bring this in for a close. Just remember, feel my arms around you right now. Feel me looking you in the eye. Knowing in this moment how powerful you are. Knowing in this moment the power that you are connected to. Knowing in this moment the power of the dream that is expressing through and as you. And knowing that as you live into that, my friend, this is how we will bring order to a chaotic world. Mwah! God bless. You're amazing. Elevate in the comment section if you want more information about the program coming up. God bless.